Trying to think. Nothing really interesting. The most fun was, I guess, thus far as winning at Wichita State because I felt like that was a good feat. That was a tough place to win, and coming into the locker room and the guys playing the Hardaway song, that shocked me. So that was pretty cool.
So you're gonna take it one game at a time or 4 games at a time?
One game at a time. I wish I could take it 4 games at a time, but no, one game at a time. You just got to take each opponent for what it's worth. We can't overlook Tulane. They're going to come in. Their coach is definitely preparing for us. We know like we're preparing for them, and they'll come in with a scheme, and we just have to protect home court. We don't take anybody for granted, but one game at a time for sure.
Jeremiah said that he stayed. Sorry, they said Thursday last week, and just stayed with you and talked about this, the tournament, the opportunity. Is that something he instigated, or what was the?
Yeah, that was something that he wanted to do, which was shocking to me. But he just wanted to ask me some questions about, was how he was feeling. Was that normal? Because there's a lot of pressure he seems to be on him to perform at a high level and continue to perform at a high level. He knows that we need him to do so to win this tournament. And being at home, and I don't even know if it's like a scared to fail type of thing, but I just told him, you just go out there, you prepare, and when you get on the court, your natural instincts will take over. So don't worry about it. It's not like a normal game because it's win or go home, but your natural instincts will kick in when the game starts. It's going to be natural for you to be a little nervous, and the anxiety is going to hit, but once the game starts, you'll be back to normal.
Have you talked to anybody about putting that 2008 banner up or trying to make it work?
You know what's so amazing is I looked up the other day, and I was counting, and then there's this big empty space, 2008, and I feel like we need that up there. We do.
How do you prepare for a tournament, 4 games in 4 days, potentially, leading up to this tournament?
Well, I think the mental side of it is we've already played everybody, so we know what every team is going to do. We know the rosters, so that helps. The physical side is you got to get your rest, you got to stay hydrated, and you got to eat properly because that all goes into, what happens in the games.
Do you budget minutes like, let's say, Jeremiah in particular, first game or 2?
Well, if we're handling business the way we're supposed to, then definitely I want to get the starters off the floor as much as I can, and hopefully the bench can come in and sustain or push out, and that allows us to have some time and fresher legs. I would love to split the minutes between the bench and the starters if that works that way. If not, we have to do what we have to do.
This is sort of been the moment you guys have been building toward all year. Did you reach the level of readiness that you anticipated you could get to in January?
Yeah, for sure. I think that once conference started, we wanted to be at a certain point at this time of the year, and we're there. I don't think we can be more ready to play than where we are mentally or physically. So it's worked in the way that it was supposed to work. It just gradually just got better and better as the season went on.
How important is it to you to add another banner up to the top of the next season?
Well, I want to try to do as much as I can here as a coach. I have to be realistic about everything, and we have put ourselves behind the 8 ball, not impossible, but to win 4 games in 4 nights. And, I definitely want to add to the banners that are already here.
What do you feel about their mindset going into this now? They know that this is it. It is win or go home. And for the seniors, this could be the last time that they play basketball. For the rest of them, it's the last time to show up for the season.
Yeah, I think that it's hitting the seniors more. I had a talk about that with them yesterday as far as the appreciation that you have for the guys, for the seniors, and you don't miss something until it's gone. So take advantage of this opportunity. And, yeah, they're fully aware of what's at stake. Everybody is. And we want to protect home court, and we want to win here at home.
Early in the season, you talked about not wanting to overload the freshmen with too much responsibility. Has it reached the point now where they've had a whole regular season under their belt and it's time to sort of prove what they've learned this year?
Yeah, for sure. And we don't even call them freshmen anymore at this point of the year. They're sophomores, and they've seen the entire conference. They know how people are going to game plan them. They know how they can affect the game for us, what we need game plan-wise. And it's time for those 3 guys, because they're all very talented in their own way, to bring that talent on every night.
Is there pressure? You've been saying all year, or people around have been saying, the tournament's in Memphis. Is implied in that a certain amount of expectation and pressure?
Yeah,
Was feeling?
Yeah, I think so. I think that because we play well at home, people expect us to automatically win. It doesn't work that way, but it is nice to have protected home court. We only lost 1 conference game. But this time of the year, all that is thrown out of the window, and everybody's gotten better. from when the league first started until now, and we just have to continue to just believe in what we've already been taught and just give the energy that it needs to win. But yeah, there is some pressure because we're at home. Even though we're in 5th place, people are expecting us to be one of the favorites because of the way we played at home.
Tulane, you beat them twice. Down there was kind of tight, but you had it under control. You blew them out here. You get any kind of sense of them thinking, or how do you get them to say, look, it doesn't matter what you already did to this team?
Yeah, like I said, we can't take anybody for granted. I respect Coach Dunleavy and his staff, and those kids are getting better and better every game. Even though they didn't win a conference tournament, they were still in a lot of games. They didn't pull it off. And even this last game at home against Wichita, you know, they had the game won and just lost at the end. And Wichita, I think, hit a last-second shot or something. But they're getting hungrier. They're building. They're trying to make a mark. What a reward it would be for them to beat us in the first game and then move on. You know, they know if they don't win the tournament, they're not in. So, you know, that gives them extra motivation as well.
Were you in El Paso? Did you happen to go to El Paso the year that Joe, when they won the tournament to get to the tournament?
No, I didn't.
Do you have any fond conference tournament memories from your playing career?
Yeah, the one that in Chicago when we played DePaul in the championship and won. That was big because, you know, we weren't the favorite. And we won that tournament, so definitely remember those days.
What does it take when you're? I know you said people are expecting because you're home, but ultimately you're not the favorite.
Right, for sure.
What does it take for a team to put together a run like you did back then?
You have got to value every possession with the ball. You can have a lot of empty possessions on the offensive end, and defensively you have to scrap and play as desperate as you can. Every possession as if the one play that you give up is going to cost you the game. And that's the way we play. We play desperate. That's what you have to do.
Do you remember any of those games? I mean, do you remember any close calls or anything from that run?
I don't know if we had close calls. I think we kind of handled business. I could be wrong, but I don't remember any close calls.
Was that the old stadium?
Yes, that was at the old Chicago Stadium.
Is there first, was that the Great Midwest then?
Yeah.
The first Great Midwest?
Yeah.
Is there like a when you start winning games like that? Is there like a, I don't know if magic is the right word, but like a feeling once you win a couple? Like
You kind of see that. You've seen that more in teams. Like last year, we saw that in Illinois. What was Chicago? Loyola. You could just tell the way that they were playing that they had a great rhythm going and that it was going to keep going. You just can kind of feel that when teams get hot in the tournament. Because if you looked around the nation, there are not a lot of 1 versus 2 in the championships and the tournaments that have already been won. I think Bradley was a 5th seed, and they won there. So I mean, some teams can get hot, and they beat the number 1 seed in the tournament to do that. So you just get hot at the right time, and you can just see it.
Now that kid on Bradley, that's your godson.
Yeah, little Darrell. Yeah, Darrell Brown. I'm very proud of him. He played AAU for me back in the day, and I was proud to see what he had accomplished with Bradley, big time.
After the Cincinnati game, you said nothing's impossible for you guys in the conference tournament. For someone who is hoping you guys go all the way and win it, what's the reason to believe? What's the reason why this is all possible?
I think the main reason and what everybody says about us is we played really well at home. You know, it's just something about this place. The fans are fantastic. They give us that extra energy. Being in your own bed, you know, having everything here and the energy of the city, it gives us an opportunity to win on any given night.
Get time for 1 or 2 more?
I imagine Jeremiah's a big part of that as well.
He's a huge part of that, and we know, you know, that other teams are going to game plan him, and they know that to beat us, they have to stop him. So other guys are really focused and ready to step up because we need more than him. We're going to need to do it by committee.
What do you want from Tyler this week?
We just need Tyler. We need Tyler to make shots. We do. He gives us a definite added dimension that makes teams have to really worry about him, which opens it up for other guys. He's a weapon. And if he's making shots the way that we know he can, then that gives us a better chance to win.
Anything you want to say about both Jeremiah and Tyler making
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, for Tyler, you know, to break the freshman record, beating DeJuan Wagner, I think, by 1 or 2 threes, is phenomenal because, you know, he shot the ball great all year for us, and he made big threes for us all year, and I'm very proud of that for sure. And that's going to give them more confidence going into the conference tournament. And Jeremiah, what more can you say? I mean, the month of February averaging 30 points a game and doing things that have never been done at this university with all of the names that have been retired and the talent that we've had here. I mean, been phenomenal. So, definitely proud of both of those kids because I see them work every day.